So to actually submit an invoice to our system, you can go to this invoice inbox tab here, and this will show you the address that is specific to your company that you've set up. Everything sent to this OCR email address is going to be automatically captured. For the purposes of this demo, I've sent in an invoice to this address, and then it's now been spit back out the other side and been processed by our data capture. So we can see that this is an invoice that I set up and submitted for capture. Literally what I did for this example is I had a printed invoice example. I crumpled it up and then proceeded to uncrumple it, take a photo with my phone. As you can see, this is just a JPEG. This isn't even like a PDF. And then I sent this in for processing. Based on that, we were still able to capture everything that we need on this invoice to create a transaction. So we assigned a code. If we had any dimensions associated with this particular vendor or particular invoice, those would have been assigned as well. Of course, we grab the invoice number, the date, the terms, the total amount. All of that is going to be captured automatically by our system for everything that you send in. So in the case where this isn't perfect, right? If you need to make an adjustment, you can adjust it here. You can add additional dimensions, add additional GL codes, whatever you need for this particular invoice. But simply by the act of doing that, that's going to make our OCR get better the next time around. We've now got better examples to do machine learning on, and it's going to continually improve. That's how we get to that point where 96% of those invoices are captured without any input necessary. So for your average user, the majority of what they're going to be doing within our system is they're going to get an email notification from us that says you've got some invoices to review. And then B, you're going to check your little bell icon up here and go, oh, I have an invoice I need to review. So you can come to this invoice page. This is going to be a list of everything that's in your queue as a user right now. You can check that out, see exactly what it is. Here's another horribly crumpled up invoice here. I'll go ahead and hit approve. Enter your optional approval notes, and that invoice will now be fully approved, and now you have nothing left in your approval queue. So for your average user experience, that's basically what their interaction with Fidesic is going to be like. They're going to log in, they're going to review what they have to, and then they're going to go about their day. So what that basically means is, once a week, once a day, whatever works for your company, that AP person is actually going to initiate the import from Fidesic into your Business Central system. And to do that, it's really just as simple as going to your purchase invoices page, clicking your Fidesic button, and then import your Fidesic purchase invoices. And that's going to automatically create those invoices within your BC system. So we've got our two examples that we saw were approved earlier. So these invoices are all set, good to go, ready for regular BC posting. We've entered everything that you need on them. We'll enter any lines, all the details, all going to be taken care of. So it's really just a matter of importing and posting. And that's functionally all you're going to have to do in the system to create your invoices. And then you can just post that like any other invoice. We'll print your checks and we'll send your ACH files to your bank. What we can also do is allow you to approve those payments through an easy to use interface. So if I want to initiate that payment process, I can just go to our custom window, Fidesic payment journals here. And what we're going to do is suggest Fidesic payments. What this will do is actually allow us to select anything that we want on our payments here. We'll pick our posting date. We're going to filter based on vendors that have opted in. We can summarize per vendor. We can pick if we want it to be a bank account payment. We've got a lot of options on this. All you have to do is hit upload payments. You can upload them as a batch or you can upload them as individuals, and those payments will be sent up automatically. And that payment will now be uploaded to our system and moved to our batch. So now in Fidesic, what we've got is a payment that we just uploaded for our Graphic Design Institute. And this is going to connect back to the original invoices that are being paid. So we can see the one that we uploaded here. I've got some other test data in here, but that payment's going to link back to that invoice that we scanned in. You'll be able to keep track of that. And that's now going to require a payment approval on our side. We're then going to actually disperse that payment for you. Second thing about our payments piece that is advantageous for you is that it's a lot easier. We're going to deliver that file automatically. It's not going to require a separate process to do so. You just approve your payments, then fulfillment will take place on our system. We'll handle that portion of things.